What's going on, everybody? My name is Matsky and welcome back to the Newcastle career mode. We officially start the January transfer window in this episode, and my plan is to get a lot of transfer deals done, well, as many as possible given the budget that we have. Currently our budget is not looking good. We're sitting with 13 million in the bank, but I will look to sell some players to improve that a little bit. We desperately need to strengthen the squad, specifically at the back. In the last episode, we didn't end it off on a good note. We got destroyed by Everton, and we just seem to be leaking goals right now. So we need to bring in some new defenders to help solidify us at the back. And that being said, we'll go right into the press conference questions for this episode. We get two questions coming in from Super Scudo and King Edits, both of them in regards to our center back position. Super Scudo suggests the two signings of Gvardiol and Wesley Fofana, and I agree, they're very solid players with a high potential. The only problem is I don't have the scouting report on them just yet, but if they don't come in this season, I would like to bring in at least one of these two in the next transfer window. And the same thing goes for King Edit's question, where he asks what players I'm looking for at the back. The two players that I have listed right now are Mark Guehi from Crystal Palace and William Saliba, but we'll see. I would be happy with any of these four players coming in. All of them are young and have high potential, so they fit that bill, and I think regardless of whichever one it is, it will definitely be a big improvement to our center back position. And the last question for this press conference comes from Sam, suggesting Jude Bellingham as the midfielder that we should go after. And we all know about Jude Bellingham. He has very high potential. Only problem is he's going to cost a lot. His value is at 55 million. We won't be able to go after him until next season, which I can only imagine that his value will go up even more since he'll go up in overall. We'll see what kind of a budget we're working with next season, but he would definitely be a great addition, and I would love to bring him into the squad. So unfortunately for the center midfield position, we're probably going to have to wait until next season. But right now we do have some nice players lined up for that central midfield position to partner up Bruno Guimaraes with. But as I mentioned before, I want to be very active in the January transfer window. That means I have a lot of players listed for sale right now. I think we can get some good money for Kieran Trippier. I know he's a solid player at an 84 overall, but he is 31 years old, so he'll be declining soon. And I would much rather sell him on and potentially bring in a right back for the future, someone like Denzel Dumfries, for example. But unfortunately now all we can do is wait and see if we get any transfers coming in for the players that I've listed. I really hope we can build this squad up a little bit, because as things are looking right now, our form isn't the best and we're starting to fall down the table. Straight away we get an offer for Paul Dummett, and I'm going to go ahead and accept this offer right away. 2.1 million. Any amount of transfer money will do at this point. We now have a match against Southampton. I'm going to go ahead and quick sim this one. I'm going to leave the lineup as is. I want to make sure our best starting 11 is going out there. Time to hop into the quick sim. What's going to happen here? And it's a 2-1 victory. Willock and Zaha getting the goals. Broya missed a penalty in the 63rd minute, which made sure that we stayed in the lead, and that's exactly what I wanted to see. A big 3 points right there. There's another transfer offer coming in, this one for Emil Kraft. I'm going to go ahead and accept this offer as well. We now officially begin the FA Cup, and our first match is against Reading. And let's not forget, in the last episode, we signed our future striker, Benjamin Šeško. So I'm going to go ahead and give him his debut in this match. It will be a quick sim though. So here we go. Are we going to be able to progress in the FA Cup? We're going up against Reading, so we should be able to pick up a win here. Let's see if Benjamin Šeško can score a goal. And it's a 3-0 victory. Unfortunately, no goal for Šeško. It's Zaha, Wilson, and Pepe getting the goals, so our front three strikes again, and we move on to the next round. We finally get an offer coming in for Fabian Schär, and I think I'm going to try to negotiate for a little bit more, but I will be looking to sell him so we can bring in a new center back for the future. So Sporting originally offer 8 million for him. I'm going to bump it up just a little bit, 9.5, and see what they have to say about that. And they accept the deal, so there we go. Fabian Schär will be sold for 9.5, and we can look to bring in a new center back. That being said, we now have to take care of business back in the Premier League against Watford, and we're playing at home as well, so we should be able to pick up the 3 points. And I know it might be a little bit risky, but I'm giving Benjamin Šeško another chance here. This time it's his Premier League debut. Let's see if he can get his career started at Newcastle with a goal against Watford. It finishes 2-2, so we drop points to bottom of the league, Watford. It takes us 2 goals in the second half to get back into it. We're actually down by 2. It's Zaha and Pepe getting the goals, and that is not the type of performance I wanted to see. We drop points in a match that we should have been picking up all 3. And I know I'm simulating a lot of matches right now. I will get into some gameplay. I just want to get through the transfer window a little bit and see if we can bring in some new players. So it looks like dropping points against Watford didn't really hurt us too badly. We're still in 3rd place. We now play Leeds United. They're in 15th, and I would like to get back to winning ways. Let's hop into the quick sim now, and we pick up the 3 points. It's a narrow 1-0 victory. Fabian Schär gets the goal, and that may very well be his last goal for Newcastle United. His transfer is imminent. He'll be moving at any point right now, and what a way to finish off your Newcastle career than to get the 1 goal of the match and to rescue 3 points. But I don't know what's going on right now. It looks like that Fabian Schär deal is stalling big time. We're still waiting for him to be sold. I'm still waiting for an offer offer for Kieran Trippier. If we can move him on for some big money, we could go ahead and sign Denzel Dumfries. But it's now time for some more FA Cup action. This time we're going away and playing Brentford. It's finally time for some gameplay after a lot of quick sim matches. I'm going to insert Benjamin Šeško into the starting lineup once again. So this time it'll be his gameplay debut. Let's see if we can get a couple of goals with him. So here we go. Šeško gets things kicked off. He's standing at 6'4", so he's a very tall striker. Let's see if we can get his Newcastle career started off with a big goal here against Brentford. I would like to win the FA Cup this season. It would be nice to get some silverware at the end of it. Trippier plays that one inside to Maddison. Maddison lays it off to Šeško. Šeško turns nicely, stays with it. Puts on some dribble moves. He lays this one off to Joe Willock. I'm going to take aim and fire with Joe Willock. And wow, would you look at that? What a long shot goal by Joe Willock. Keep in mind, we have the let it fly objective. That makes it 3 out of 10 long shot goals. Didn't really have much luck in the last couple episodes when it came to those bangers. But Joe Willock is back and better than ever. Šeško gets himself an assist. Joe Willock gets into the space, dips that one over the keeper. And what a way to score. Another patented long shot banger with Joe Willock. And that was a beautiful goal. Let's keep it going. Here comes Bruno G. He's going to slide this one through to Šeško. Šeško lays it off to Zaha. Zaha takes the strike. And that's 2 assists for Šeško. He's a playmaker right now. And Wilfried Zaha gets another goal. He smashes that one in the top left corner. And we're dominating to start this one. It's a 2-0 lead. And he might only be a 70 overall, but he's playing great right now. He's making some excellent runs. He drops that one off, picks up his second assist. And I'm very excited to see what the young man brings for the future. Perfect start to this match in the FA Cup. Here come Brentford now. They play this one over to Mbeumo. He puts on some good dribble moves. They get to that ball right there. They play it inside. The cross comes in and Tony slides in. And what a goal there from Brentford. And they send that cross in and Tony slides in to get a goal against his former club. Let's not forget, he was once a Newcastle man. So the lead is cut down to 1. Pretty good performance, I have to say. We're very solid going forward. Šeško looks very exciting. He's picked up 2 assists so far in that half. Ivan Toney gets one back for Brentford, but we go into the break 2-1 up. We were the better team in that half, so let's keep it going in the second half. We should be able to move on to the next round. Zaha plays this one into Maddison. Maddison plays it over to Bruno G. Bruno G back to Maddison. Maddison over to Zaha. Zaha's gonna curl it. And that's a beautifully worked goal. We work the ball around inside the box. And Zaha's at the end of it getting the second goal for him. And Zaha makes it 3-1 for Newcastle in the FA Cup. Ball played inside to Ivan Toney. Tony centers that one over. Good block by Trippier. The ball is loose. It bounces off of Botman and goes in. This guy's a liability at the back. I don't care what FIFA has to say about his potential. I'm actually relieved that we're going to sell him at the end of the season. He tries to make a block there and instead he just deflects it in his own net. I feel like Nick Pope would have been able to save that and then Botman deflects it in. That replay shows it perfectly there. He just lifts it over him. He's taking Matt Target on one-on-one, but Target does well to stay with him, and he wins that ball back for us, and then we get it up to Wilfried Zaha. Beautiful ball there by Joe Willock. We have Zaha. I see Šeško going in. We're going to sweat this one over for an easy tap in, and there we go. The future striker for Newcastle, Benjamin Šeško. He's got all the potential in the world, and he gets his first goal at the club. Zaha sets him up this time, and it's not going to get easier than that. Beautiful way to start your career off. And plenty more to come. Let's go. What a mistake there by the keeper. Can we get a nice long shot goal here? Let's go. Callum Wilson with the long shot banger. And we were gifted one there. That's going to help us out with the objective. You don't see that happen too often. We now make it 4 out of 10. We're slowly creeping up for that objective. And this one's going to end 5-2 for Newcastle. We make light work of Brentford right there. We end up winning 5-2 in the FA Cup. So we're moving on to the next round. Beautiful debut by Benjamin Šeško. 1 goal and 2 assists. I'm very excited to see what he'll bring in the future. Great performance by the lads. Let's see if we can build on this momentum and get some more results. We're finally able to sell Fabian Schär. The money came in for him. We're sitting at 32.9 million. So I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to make a signing, but we'll see what we can do. Now, for the money that we have in the transfer budget, it looks like there's going to be 2 players that we'll be able to afford. Either Wesley Fofana or Marc Guehi. First, I would like to see if I could sign Wesley Fofana. He's 1 overall higher than Marc Guehi. He's got some nice athleticism. So let's see if we can make this deal happen. His value sits at 28.5, but it says we might have to offer anywhere between 34.4 and 49.4. So let's see what Leicester City have to say about Wesley Fofana. It looks like the most I'll be able to offer is around 31 or 32 million pounds. So I'm going to start off with a 31 million pound offer and a 15% sell-on clause. He actually wants Nicolas Pepe plus 25 million, and I think that's way overpriced if you ask me. We could probably sell Pepe for around 40 million at this point. So I'm going to come back with an offer of 32 million pounds. It's a take it or leave it offer. What's Brandon Rodgers going to say about it? He comes back with 46.7. So unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be priced out of a move for Wesley Fofana. I'm going to have to end the negotiation there. Now that I'm starting to think about it, I don't even know if 32 million will be enough to bring Mark Guehi in. Very restricted with the transfer budget right now. I might try to submit an offer and see what happens. If anything, we're going to have to wait for Kieran Trippier to be sold. So come on, Crystal Palace, do us a favor. I'm going to start off with a 30 million pound offer and a 15% sell-on clause. Come on, Patrick Vieira. That's all the money I have. Don't get greedy now. Again, they want Nicolas Pepe, so it seems like he's a hot commodity around the league right now. But unfortunately, he's just not for sale. So again, I'm going to come back with a 32 million pound offer. It's a take it or leave it offer. What is Patrick Vieira going to say about this? He says 35.3, so it's almost there. He's in our range, but the budget's going to be close right now. I'm going to say 33 million. As you can see, our transfer budget is down to 0. All we have left is a wage budget. Let's see what Vieira has to say about this. Come on, accept the offer, man. Don't get greedy. And he does. So we're using every last bit of money that we have available to us. But it's 33 million pounds for Mark Guehi, and I think that's a pretty good signing. We desperately need to bring in a new center back since we just sold Fabian Schär. I'm offering him a 50,000 pound a week wage, and that'll be just enough. So hopefully the deal can go through. And let's see what Mark Guehi has to say about this. 50,000 a week. And there we go. We finally get a new center back coming in, a young promising player, and I'm very excited with this signing. As you can see, Mark Guehi's an exciting prospect. He'll be going up in no time and his potential will go through the roof. I think that's a very solid signing, and we're able to work with the budget that we had. And I know we're working on a tight budget right now, but honestly, I think it makes the career mode a little bit more enjoyable. I could have just given us a huge transfer budget increase at the start of the season, but then it would make it so easy to sign so many players and our squad would be stacked right from the beginning. This way, we'll slowly add in new additions, build up the squad that we currently have, and in the end, when it comes to Champions League football, we'll have a squad that's ready to go and compete for that competition. Now, this might be a little risky, but we just get an offer coming in for Callum Wilson. I know he's been a great striker for us. He's very clinical in front of goal, but it looks like we can get about 20 million for him if we sell him on. If we can combine this transfer fee with one that we'll potentially get for Kieran Trippier, we might have enough to bring Denzel Dumfries in. Now, I'm thinking about actually selling Callum Wilson because it looks like Saint-Maximin will be back in about 3 weeks, which means we can then move Zaha to the striker position. And if we sell him on, I'll just give Benjamin Šeško some more game time, which is perfectly fine by me. But let's see if we can negotiate a little bit more money here for Callum Wilson, and that way we'll be able to strengthen the squad even more. I'm going to come back with a 21 million pound offer, and let's see what they have to say about that. And the deal goes through. So Callum Wilson, he was a great player for us, but he's going to be going to Valencia for 21 million pounds. We also get a transfer offer coming in here for Isaac Hayden, and this would actually be a very nice addition to our transfer budget if we can sell him for about 13 million pounds. We haven't used him at all this season. Our rotational midfielders are Jonjo Shelvey and Sean Longstaff. He's also on loan at Norwich right now, so he's not even part of the Newcastle squad this season. So let's see if we can get some more money for him. So I'm going to come back with a 13.5 million pound offer. 2 more million pounds, and Benfica accepted straight away. So there we go. Nice little piece of extra business done. 13.5 million for Isaac Hayden. So there's about 3 hours left in the deadline day window, and still no offers for Kieran Trippier. I think I might have to look to include him in a swap deal for Denzel Dumfries and add in a little bit more cash and see if we can get a transfer done that way. My initial offer will be a Kieran Trippier swap deal plus 10 million pounds. They have about the same value right now, so I don't see why Inter would say no to this. I'm going to submit the offer. Come on now. Can it go through? They like Kieran Trippier in the deal. They're just asking for a little bit more money, and I can definitely work with that. They say 13.7, and I'm done negotiating. I'm accepting this deal. Denzel Dumfries is a Newcastle player. We're able to bring him in on deadline day. And just like that, the right side of our back four is looking much better. Mark Guehi and Denzel Dumfries coming into the squad. We get some younger players with higher potential coming in, and I'd say those were some very nice January signings. And there's actually one other cheeky little transfer I want to go for before we conclude our business in the January transfer window. With about 16 million pounds left in the budget, we have enough to go for Jacob Ramsey. He's a young midfielder. He's about 75 overall, so we could rotate him with Joe Willock. In the future, when we bring another midfielder in, he will be a nice player to have coming off the bench, and he will grow in overall as well because he is so young. And I think he'd be a great player to bring into the squad. He will not cost us a lot, and the upside is huge. It will also help out our rotation a lot. I think with the amount of money we have left over, why not go for Jacob Ramsey? So my initial offer will be 12 million pounds plus a 15% sell-on clause. Come on, Stevie G, what do you have to say about that? Comes back with a 15.1. Let's try to negotiate that down a little bit to 13.5. He's staying at that 15.1 price tag. And you know what? I'm just going to accept that offer. So 15.1 million pounds for Jacob Ramsey. He's got high potential. He's already got pretty nice stats, and he'll definitely help us out in the midfield. Another exciting prospect added to the squad here at Newcastle. Welcome, Jacob Ramsey. He's going to be a great player for us, and I think that's a big bargain signing. Whenever the transfer window comes around, it's important to make sure that you strengthen the squad, and I think we did exactly that here at Newcastle in the January transfer window. We definitely brought in some exciting prospects into the squad. We brought in an established right back that's in the prime of his career right now, and I think we strengthened in the places that we needed to, and now we're ready to continue on with the season. And this is exactly the matchup that I wanted. We finally get a chance to play Everton once again. After getting embarrassed by them in the last episode, we're able to take it to St. James's Park now, and all I want from this match is to pick up the 3 points and to absolutely demolish Everton. And with this new and improved Newcastle lineup, I think we can go ahead and do exactly that. Šeško's getting the start up top. St. Maximin has come back from injury, but he still has the band-aid by his name, so he's going to need a few more days to recover. I'm also going to give Ramsey the start in the midfield, and of course Mark Guehi and Denzel Dumfries are at the back for us. I'm really excited by this lineup. I can't wait to see what we can do. Finally signed some new players, so let's get in there. Let's pick up the 3 points, and let's get Everton back for what they did to us at Goodison Park. No more excuses for bad defending. We got our new center back. We got a new right back. It's time to take care of business. Denzel Dumfries, first chance on it. He's able to stop that player. But then I give it right up with Nicolas Pepe. What am I doing? But Mark Guehi's there. Our new center back. He's solid at the back and he cuts that cross from coming in. I slide in on that challenge. It gets played into Correa. And then he finds the back of the net. That was a silly challenge by myself. I shouldn't have slid in like that. I tried to intercept the pass, go down to ground, and we give Correa the easy opportunity to take the shot on target. And that was just bad defending on my part. We're down 1-0 to start this match. This one goes out wide to Pepe. Pepe plays it over the top to Šeško. He takes a touch. He takes the shot off the post and in. We don't need a new striker. Benjamin Šeško is here and he's ready to go. He gets in behind, takes the touch and bangs it off the post and in. And we're right back into this match. He might only be a 70 overall, but he's playing way higher rated than that. Great IQ to get in behind. Takes the shot and smashes it off the post and in. And he gets his first ever Premier League goal and we're right back into this match. Here comes Šeško. He's going to hold it up and wait for Maddison to go on a run, and that's a beautiful ball over the top. Not only can he score, but he can also provide assists. Plays it to Maddison, and then Maddison smashes it in that top right corner. Just before halftime, we're out on top, and that was a beautifully worked goal. Šeško dropped back. He waited for Maddison to go on the run. Benjamin Šeško is looking like an incredible signing. He's going to turn out to be a phenomenal wonder kid for us. He's got a long way to go, but it's a great start to life at Newcastle for him. It says +2 for additional time, and we're already in the 50th minute. What is going on with the referee right now? Dele Alli sends that cross in. Pepe gets his head to it, and surely that's got to do it for the first half. And there we go. He finally decides to blow the damn whistle. Very solid performance for the lads. If it wasn't for my individual error at the back sliding in, we would have kept a clean sheet. But it's 2-1. We've been the better team. Let's continue to score some goals and destroy Everton. We're going to play this corner short. It comes in to Wilfried Zaha. Zaha's going to get around his man and get to the top of the box. Plays this one over to Ramsey. Ramsey finds Botman. Botman plays it inside to Šeško. Great footwork there by Šeško. It gets over to Zaha. Zaha finds Maddison. Maddison lets it fly. And from what seemed like an impossible angle, James Maddison sends that rocket into the top corner. And we start the second half off on the front foot. And it's 3-1 now for Newcastle. Bruno G is going to play that ball out wide to Wilfried Zaha. And here comes Wilfried Zaha. I see Šeško in the space all by himself. The cross comes in. He takes a touch. What a save by Pickford. But the rebound is tapped in by Pepe. We're putting on an offensive clinic here at St. James's Park. And it's been smooth sailing so far in this match. Let's keep it going and get some more goals. Great interception by Bruno G, and then we play it inside to Joe Willock. And here comes Joe Willock with it now. He gets by one man. Still with it. He stops up, plays it over to Bruno G, who takes a touch. He lets it fly, and that's going to count as a long shot goal. It's another one for Bruno G, and that's 5 out of 10 for the objective. We're halfway there. That's 2 long shot bangers for Bruno G right now this season. Found the top corner. I thought it took a deflection, but no, it was a clean strike, and it's 5-1 now for Newcastle. I think it's fair to say we're getting some sort of revenge on Everton for that last match. And I'm loving every second of it. And that's going to do it for full time. We scored some nice goals in this match. And I have to say, the squad is feeling really nice right now. The new signings are making an instant impact. And we get a big result there in the Premier League. It's a 5-1 victory, and we pick up the 3 points. And our incredible run in the Premier League continues. We might not have the highest rated squad, but the lads do play hard. They give it everything they got. And that's showing on the table right now. We're sitting in second place with 52 points. We're just 2 points behind Liverpool for first. And what an incredible story that that would be if we'd win the Premier League title in our first season. But now we have a match against Aston Villa, and this was just a couple days after that Everton one, so the lads are going to be low on stamina. I'm going to have to make some rotations. It might not be our strongest 11, but it's going to have to get the job done. So this is the lineup I'm going with right now, and this is exactly why I wanted to sign Jacob Ramsey. It gives us another option to rotate a player in when players are low on stamina, and we're not really compromising any quality. His stats are very well rounded, and he's a great player. Of course, he's now going up against his former club. I'm going to leave Zaha out there as well. He is low on stamina. I might look to substitute him at halftime and bring Nicolas Pepe in, because unfortunately, Alan Saint-Maximin is still out injured, so we can't bring him back just yet. And before I hop into the match, I'm also just going to quickly change Aston Villa's kit because I don't want a kit clash. It's going to be the last match of the episode, so let's finish it off with 3 points and continue to dominate in the Premier League. Willock plays this one into James Maddison, and Maddison's going to get it up to Ramsey. Jacob Ramsey's going to take a touch. He's going to let it fly. And what a way to get your Newcastle goal against your former club. He's going to show his respect. Aston Villa gave him a chance, but he's not going to hold back in the gameplay. My word, what a goal. He had the space, and Villa should know better than that. Takes a touch, bangs it past Emi Martinez, and that's another long shot goal for the episode. We're on fire for that objective. I believe that makes it 6 out of 10 right now. But what an incredible finish from Ramsey. He's apologizing to the fans, but in his heart, he knows he just scored a wonder goal. And what a way to start your Newcastle career off with a beautiful goal. Watkins plays that one into Coutinho, and that's a great pass and a great run. We got caught on that counter attack. I turned it over in the midfield, and you can't be doing that against the CPU. They come the other way, and Felipe Coutinho picks out that bottom corner, and he gets Villa right back into the match. The ball's bouncing around right now. I'm not liking it. It goes into Danny Ings. Back out to Coutinho. Coutinho plays it into Watkins, and that's a good save by Nick Pope. This one gets played into Kamara. Over to Watkins. Watkins takes a shot at the near post, and that's another great save by Nick Pope. And I have to say, I think we are very fortunate to go into halftime equal at 1-1 because Villa have been the better team in that half. Besides our first goal that we scored to start the match off, it's been all Aston Villa since then. Nick Pope had to be called into action a lot. He made some very good saves. We definitely have to clean it up and play better in the second half. Otherwise, we might actually lose this one. Ball movement by Villa, and here they come on the counterattack. Buendia has it out wide. Don't let that cross come in. He flicks it up. Good save by Nick Pope from point blank range. Felipe Coutinho got a shot off. That's a great save by Pope. And now we're in trouble. Villa are coming the other way on a counterattack. I need to play this one right. He gets around Botman, no problem. And that's a good shot, but a great save by Nick Pope. He's been our savior right now in this match. We don't really deserve anything from it, but Nick Pope is letting us hang in this one. Pepe plays it over to Maddison. Maddison's going to play it out wide there to Murphy. Murphy drops it off to Dumfries. Dumfries cuts inside. He gets taken out. And according to the referee, that's a clean tackle. I don't know about that. It seemed like he hung a foot in and he didn't get anything of the ball. And now Villa are coming the other way with it. We're on the man disadvantage here. He cuts inside. He sends that cross into Ward-Prowse, and that's a great save by Nick Pope. I don't know how that wasn't a penalty, referee, but that's another great save by Nick Pope, and if it wasn't for him, we'd be losing this match. I am very happy with the single point because we didn't deserve anything from this match. Aston Villa were just constantly pressuring us over and over again, and honestly, besides the one shot we had with Ramsey, we didn't touch the goal. We didn't even get close to their box, and honestly, I have to say we didn't deserve anything from that match, but those are exactly the results you need if you want to maintain that top 4 position. Pick up a point where we had no right to pick up any. I was not over exaggerating when I said Aston Villa were the better team in that one. They outshot us 12-1 in that match, so I can't believe it stayed 1-1. Nick Pope was definitely the man of the match. What a performance by our keeper. But we finished this episode off in second place. We have 53 points, and our hopes of achieving Champions League football for next season are looking good. But I'm going to leave you on that note. It's been Matsky, and peace.